Now then, welcome to the channel, and today welcome to Scotland. We parked at, I think it's Ardwell Farm, is it? Something like that. And our objective today is Criffel. We're not going to go straight up the main path from the car park here. That's the way we're going to come down. We're going to head off over that way by Knockendock and then up over. Now then, I thought I'll remember the name of that, and I've forgotten it. Knockendock, or however it's pronounced, and then from there to Criffel, and then back down the main track here. So yeah, let's have a quick look at the route. So that's Criffel over to the left of the track, and then just round this tree over to the right there. That's Knochendoch or Knockendock, however it's pronounced. So we're going up over that and then coming back down over Criffel. Charlie. So where Charlie's just been, as you can see, that's signpost to Criffel, 1.5 miles. That's the way we're coming down, and we're going over towards New Abbey along this track. Charlie, this way. So we're still heading in the direction of New Abbey. When we tried to do Criffel a couple of months ago, it was absolutely roasting hot, too hot for Charlie. We parked down here, but that was 27 degrees at 9 o'clock in the morning. We got just through the plantation when we got out onto open hillside. It was just too hot for him, so we had to turn around and come back. So nothing like that today. It's only about, I think it's about 15-16 degrees. There's a bit of a breeze and some cloud cover, so we should be fine today. And I'm glad of that breeze, because when it drops, the blooming flies are a nightmare. Right, on we trod. So still following the signs to New Abbey down here. And now then, this is why I've not zipped my trouser legs off. I suspected it might be a bit like this when we passed the other end of this track from where we were parked last time. It looked a bit overgrown. So once we get into the plantation and beyond, I might take a layer or two off then. But the blooming flies, oh! I should have some of them corks dangling from me, I think. Right, down we go.
Take me anywhere that you want. I don't even care if we come back again. And as long as the stars are shining above us, then I
well, that was sneaky, Charlie.
is a moment of you, and as long
Such luck with this one.
shines upon us, and I just wanna be where you are.
Alright, it's well signposted, this path, even if it is a bit overgrown in places.
I feel no fear, and when you hold me, all my wounds are healed. When I'm with you, I feel safe. There is no pretending, no need to escape. And
Charlie in for a paddle. I suspect so.
I just wanna be where you are. I know everything else.
Charlie just can't resist water. Oh, it's a lovely view now, isn't it? Now looking over up to Criffel and Knockendock, where we're going first.
But as long as there is time,
Beautiful.
I will walk
So we
beside
turn
you,
left here and
'cause I just
follow
want
this fence by the trees.
you are. 'Cause with you, I feel no fear, and when you hold me, all my wounds are healed. When I'm with you, I feel safe. There is no pretending, no need to escape. Then I know I just wanna be where you are.
And as we were coming through that last field, I could see cow pats everywhere, and I'm thinking, oh, I'm glad they're not in this field today. They're in this one though. I think we'll stay well over there. I'm always a bit nervous of cows when I've got Charlie with me. You never know. Now then, you see this sign here for where we're going, Knockendock. That goes down here, right past the cows. Let's chance it. The screen suddenly goes blank. You know what's happened.
'Cause with you, I feel no fear, and when you hold me, all my wounds are healed. When I'm with you,
Hello.
I feel safe. There is no
Not bothered, are you?
pretending, no
Here is your mum.
need to escape.
There you are.
And I know
Ah well, safely negotiated. Now that Mid Glen, that's the car park we parked in last time. So we're going up this way to Knockendock. This way, Charlie. Just went flying round that corner. Bit of an handbrake turn coming round there for him. Well, this is very pleasant. No more scary cows. Making out with blooming flies. That's the only problem so far, flies. Oh, I might have to take a layer off soon, I know. So yeah, we're making our way up through the plantation on the lower slopes at Knockendoch, and then we leave these and we're onto the open hillside, and it was just about there that last time we tried it. We turned around and came back, so it was just too hot for Charlie. We've seen 4 people so far. There are a couple of cars in car park as well. Oh, it's nice and quiet. Oh, right, on we go. So if we'd have parked where we parked last time, at Mid Glen, we'd have come up there. So So there we go, look now, Criffel via Knockendoch up here. So this is the track we came on last time. Oh, and I'm going to have to stop for a coffee and a chew for Charlie and strip off a bit, I think. Oh, a bit warm, and we're starting climbing now as well. We've done nearly 3 miles. We've not gained any altitude at all so far. So yeah, we start climbing now. Well, I don't think I've ever known anywhere as well signposted as this. I mean, you don't get like that on the tourist routes up Scarfell Pike and places like that. There's no signs like that. It's really good. Right, I'm going to sit down on these steps and strip off, I think, which you won't want to see. Oh well, I'm glad to be out of them trees. Hopefully that'll be worse to the flies left behind as well. God, they're driving me absolutely bananas. But spoke too soon. Right, we're nearly at the point where we turned back last time. But it's fine today, it's not too hot for Charlie at all. And there's clouds blowing around as well. Right, on we go. Well, this wall here, this is where we sat for a bit and contemplated the heat and then turned round last time we were here. Way going onwards, starting to get views over the Solway, down to the loch that we passed this morning. I think that'll be looking over Dumfries. It's the only biggish place I can think of around here. So yeah, onwards we go. Well, we've arrived at this little stubby bit of fence and now we go up there. Oh, it's warm now. I'm glad of that breeze and a bit of cloud cover. Oh. And I was wrong about them flies. Oh, they're an absolute menace. I just blooming swallowed one. Ugh. Right, onwards and upwards. So here we are at the top of Knockendock. You can see behind us Criffel. You can probably make out our return path winding its way down the flank. And there's quite a breeze up here now, which I'm glad of. Cool things down a bit. Charlie was getting a bit warm coming up there, and keep them politely pesky flies away. Oh, they were doing my head in coming up there. We've got decent views, but I'll give you the proper views kind of thing and take some photos when we get to top of Criffel. So we're going to drop down off here, see if we can find somewhere out of the breeze and have our lunch. Right, we'll see you in a bit. So here we are at the top of Criffel. A few people over there by the shelter. We've got the trig to ourselves. We've got great views. Oh, let's get off these stones and then give you a spin round so I don't break an ankle. Right. So behind me there, that's looking over to the Northern Fells, Lake District, which all seem pretty much clagged in at the moment. That was one of the reasons I came up here. The forecast for the lakes was cloudy pretty much all day. And then that's looking up the Solway. Well, out to sea at the Solway. And then looking over to the Galloway hills. I've no idea what any of them are called. I'll take some photos and bob them on. But yeah, it's nice up here now. See one of the wind farms over there in the Solway. I went out on the fisheries protection vessel from Whitehaven one time doing bird survey as part of the environmental impact assessment before they built those wind farms. A lot of good that did, and they still built them all in the end anyway. Right, I'm going to take some pictures and then we'll head off back down. Take care, we'll let this crowd get in front of us first. So yeah, not far from the car now. So we'll see you in a bit. Well, it's a bit busy on this path now. A few people going up. There's that crowd that were at the shelter cairn in front of us. They're well in front of us there. And that's looking over to Knockendoch, where we were just a bit earlier. And that's quite a nice view there, looking over to Dumfries. Well, it's a good path this, coming down Criffel. Left the crowds behind us now as well. You can see over to the lock where we're parked by the farm, just at the side of that. Oh. Well, it's been quite a good day really. Not met that many people. What I've started to do, I was finding that just on the gimbal it was too close to me, so I was in your face on the shot. So I've started sticking my phone on the end of the gimbal, on the end of an extendable selfie stick, which I think is better for the shot, gets me further away. But even though, like I say, the phone's on a gimbal and it's got image stabilization turned on, there's still a little bit of vibration, or sometimes quite a bit of vibration, because it's just that far away from my hand where I'm holding it. So I don't know whether I'll persevere with that or not. What do you think? See if you prefer me in your face or a bit further away, but potentially with a bit of wobble. Let us know in comments. Right, continue down here and then back into the plantation. Hopefully now it's cooled down and the wind's got up a bit. There shouldn't be the same issue with flies that there was on the way up. Right, see you in a bit. So we're back at the signpost where we went off that direction to New Abbey this morning. So back down here for us now, and back to the car. Charlie knows the way as usual. All in all, it was a lovely day. A really good route. I can thoroughly recommend it. I mean, you walk for quite a bit round the side of the loch. I think it was 3 miles before we actually started ascending, and then when you do start to go up Knockendock, it is quite steep. But once you get to Knockendock, you've done the majority of the climbing, and then there is a potential for it to be boggy between Knockendock and Criffel. I had read reports that, especially during winter months, it can get very wet up there. But no, it was been a really good day. We had lovely weather as well, which was a bonus. Not too hot for Charlie. So yeah, it's been good. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please do the usual. The liking, subscribing, ringing the notification bell, commenting, sharing, and hopefully we'll see you on the next one. Ta-ra for now.